Hello, world. It's SisOPrey 5 Qapla, and with me today is a co-host, SisOPrey.
Hello there.
Hello, SisOPrey. And how are you doing?
Wait, I need to mute my feedback.
Yeah, no problem. Anyway, not Ryan Johnson says hello in Qapla. Hello in Qapla, not Ryan Johnson. Mountains of Elysium says greetings to BirdOPrey, MomOPrey, SisOPrey, ChickOPrey, and fellow nerds. ChickOPrey, that's a good one. LDG Pixels puts 2 eyes in the chat. Welcome, LDG. And Mountains of Elysium says greetings to Sassy, chaser of cats, eater of cookies, stalker of cardinals, defiler of cushions, hider from Lori, and scourge of the squirrels. Aroo! Sassy girl. And remember to switch to live chat. Thank you, Mountains of Elysium. And greetings. He also puts to the other people who are here. And they say hello. And Mountains of Elysium says annual crystal skull for bird. Hashtag they want me to watch a terrible movie once a year. And hashtag free Auntie. Auntie being Anti-Tracker's beagle. Yes, we need to rescue Auntie at some point. Resolute Germ says hello all. Welcome, Resolute. Ozzy at F says bird. Welcome, Ozzy. It's been a while. It feels like it's been a while. Mike Richards says greetings from Columbus, Ohio. John Meyer says hi. Hello, John. And number one sci-fi says hello, BirdOPrey. Sorry about the Terminator mess up earlier. Nothing for you to apologize for. I felt bad. I suggested using the viewing room, and then the viewing room sucked. Don't feel bad at all, number one sci-fi. I watched a good part of the movie before I had to drop out. And Mr. Londell's groovy movie says Qapla. And Sassy is saying hello, obviously, if you can hear her. And so, oh, you couldn't? Okay, well, she was barking. So this is an open lines, but with SisOPrey. So, I mean, you guys can feel free to ask me, ask her questions about me, whatever you want to do. No politics, I assume.
I prefer not to.
She preferred not. Otherwise, whatever you guys want, I'm putting the link into the chat. If you guys want to come be a part of the chat, you are very welcome to. And so, SisOPrey, let's start. How are you? For those who don't know, how pregnant are you, and how are you feeling?
I am 9 months pregnant. They consider you 9 months pregnant after your 36th week, and you're not really due until week 40 usually. So a lot of people who haven't been through it don't realize that about pregnancy, that you're actually pregnant for almost 10 months because you're pregnant for the whole 9th month. Although they start counting the pregnancy from 2 weeks before you actually conceive, which is kind of funny just because of how a woman's cycle goes. So, you know, depends on how you look at it. One might offset the other. So I am, what is this? What's today? Tuesday? Wednesday? Couple days into week 37 of my
Thursday,
pregnancy.
actually.
Thursday. Yes. And I'm feeling okay. I had an ultrasound today. More importantly, little Charlie baby is doing well. Very well. He scored an 8 out of 8 on his there's the stuff they look at. They make sure you have enough amniotic fluid for him to still, be cushioned, and they make sure the kidneys and the bladder are good and all that. And then they call it, they look for them to be, quote, practicing breathing. So even though they're in there in the fluid, they do take it in and out like they're breathing. But when they're sleeping, they don't. So it's weird. And he was sleeping today for the first time in quite a few ultrasounds. So we had to jiggle my belly to wake him up. And then he started doing his thing. Heartbeat's good, strong. Yeah. So that's that. I personally am I'm okay. I'm just like uncomfortable, a little queasy, and I get out of breath really easily.
Yes, you have a
But
8.5 pound plus human
yep.
being inside of you.
Yeah, so let's break down that formula. I went for an anatomy scan about 2 weeks ago, a little over 2 weeks ago, I think. I feel like it was like at the beginning of the week or the end of the week before, something like that. Just about 2 weeks ago. And during the anatomy scan, they did an estimate of the weight. They can do that now. It's supposed to be plus or minus 500 grams, which is about a pound. And they found him to be 7.5 pounds at that time. So don't ask me why they say the plus or minus in grams and then tell me the weight in pounds, but that's what they do. So babies gain at this point in the pregnancy 0.5 pound to 1 pound per week. So, you take that, and at a minimum, now he'd probably be about, well, I say at a minimum. I guess if they estimated low and he's only gaining 0.5 pound, he could still not be that big. But let's say the estimate was correct. He was 7.5, and he gained even just 0.5 pound, which wouldn't make sense because he's already a big baby, so he's probably gaining more. So very likely he's 8.5, 9 pounds right now already. Oh, there's a worker walking on the train tracks outside my window. That was very strange to see. Blew my mind. Yeah,
Pretty
so
sure it's a worker.
he's got an orange vest. I mean,
No,
someone
pretty-
puts on an
pretty-
orange vest. You let him do anything, right? I mean, who else would wear an orange vest other than a hunter or a worker? And he doesn't look like he's hunting. I'll put it that way. Yeah, so they said he's going to be a big baby, and I feel it.
So I also want to welcome number one sci-fi into the chat. Welcome, number one.
Hello.
Hello.
How you doing?
And I also just want to say a few more hellos in the chat. Mark Andy is here. Qapla, Bird and Sis. Moxley fan 20. Hello, Moxley fan. 47 Yorktown says hello, young sir and lady. Thank you. No crystal skull. No crystal skull. Resolute Germ is liking the later start time. I can finally make a weekday stream. Oh, thank you, Resolute. Although it's bad for Yosef and a few other people, but we'll try to mix it up. Mr. CCDV is here. Qapla. Mark Andy says we need Sis a view of monetary policy. No monetary policy. Carlo is here. Carlo Albanese. I hope everyone is as well as can be. Thank you, Carlo. You too. Mark Andy says bladder good, wonderful, another generation of excellence. Jaloja. Yes, he's a big one. Resolute. LDG says breaking news. Crystal Skull 2 was announced. Lies. Mark Andy was 11 pounds.
Your poor mother. Were you a C-section? Say you were a C-section.
Yeah, hopefully. Wow. I mean,
God.
And Mr. CCDV says big like his uncle, huh? I was actually only 8 pounds 6 ounces at birth, but that was way too big for SisOPrey, so they had to.
and you already have the date set up, I'm guessing, right?
Have the what set up?
SisOPrey, you already have the date set up for his birth, basically.
Yeah, so it's going to, they said, let's schedule a C-section, and then if we do the next growth scan, then we'll take it back. But right now it's set up for June 23rd. So.
And we got a $50 super chat from the Orville family. Thank you so much, Ellie. And Ellie says, I said what in the butt? And what in the butt?
That sounds like Scrody McBooger balls to me.
Wow.
Scrody McBooger balls. Did he say what in the butt?
Yes, that's what he always says. when he
Oh.
does a super chat. We might have found the secret identity of Squirting up with the boss.
It could just be trying to, because it got
Imitate him. Yeah.
could be an imitation. Thank you so much, Orville family. I don't know, Ellie, if you've ever met SisOPrey. She is on the stream. SisOPrey. Ellie is the Orville family.
Thank you, Ellie.
Relatively new to YouTube. Did her first live stream earlier this week.
Cool.
Went well.
Better than
Went
you?
very well.
Yeah, probably.
Oh,
Right?
better than my first one, I'd say. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know about my current ones, but she's certainly on a good path. And I'll put in the link again for anyone else who wants to come into the stream.
So how many Jeeps has Bird of Prey had?
What'd you ask us, SisOPrey?
How many Jeeps has he had?
Yeah, how many Jeeps has he had?
There was the white Jeep. And then there was the black Jeep. And then there was what? That other Jeep?
The gray Jeep.
What did you call it? Yeah, it was gray, but it was just.
Well, it technically was graphite metallic. That was the one. That was the new. I called it the new Jeep because it was the first Jeep I bought new.
Right. Then there was the new Jeep. There was the rented Jeep. You got stuck in the mud. That wasn't yours, but I'm surprised you didn't have to buy it.
There were many rental Jeeps. Only one which got stuck in the mud.
That's right. You used to do those Sedona excursions and go off-roading.
Yep.
So the many rented Jeeps, and then.
So he had to get
Did they know that your last car was not a Jeep before you stopped driving?
He said he had.
They know because they saw the video.
Yeah, he had an Infinity
ride. His number one sci-fi decided to put it up.
That's funny. That video, I just remembered it.
It's a funny video. I thought it was kind of sad the way he was.
So it's funny to
express his emotions freely.
I was crying over a car.
Oh, okay. I got you.
Now do you hear Sassy?
No.
Really? The microphone software is doing a really good job of cutting Sassy out.
That's unfortunate.
That's true. Sassy hears her.
Oh, wow. Mark Andy said nope, natural. Wow.
Natural birth at 11 pounds?
That's what he said.
Well, I'm sure Happy Dinosaurs weigh like 8,000 pounds, like Happy Dinosaur 8,000.
I had an uncle, a great uncle, that was 11 pounds. No.
So Happy Dinosaur
pounds.
Happy Dinosaur. Happy Dinosaur 8,000 probably has that weight perfect for a dinosaur.
Mark Andy, was your mom a dinosaur by any chance? To be fair, that would be a very small baby for a dinosaur.
Now, do you know
dinosaurs lay eggs?
Yeah, dinosaurs lay eggs. Yes, they're reptiles.
Maybe it was a 14-pound egg.
Now, have they said how big he'll grow to be eventually? Like 6 foot or whatever? Or
the baby?
Yeah. That, when he gets to be a teenager or whatever.
No, I mean, I know I'm 5'4". I know that the biological father is 5'9". So, and then there's lots of other genes in, my family that are very tall, like probably the tallest at 6'5" or whatever you are. So, and my dad was 6'3". So
is
anyone's guess.
So is that going to be weird feeling when he's taller than you?
Wow, I haven't gotten there yet.
I mean, you probably don't have to
In
worry
my
about it for probably don't have to worry about it till he's a teenager, obviously. But
It's gonna be a weird feeling when he leaves my belly.
Mama Prey can,
Yeah.
because I was taller than Mama Prey at like 11 or something.
Yeah, when did you surpass?
9,
Probably
maybe.
even sooner. Yeah.
Yeah, 9 years old. Mama Prey was only 9, 10 and a half.
4.
I'm sorry, 4 foot 10 and a half.
Yeah.
Yeah.
okay, well, yeah, obviously,
Something else to look forward to.
yeah.
Yeah,
I
so
did-
it
I
doesn't
did-
wind up being any height, really, because we're all over the spectrum.
I didn't want to ruin your experience with him gaining over you that fast or anything. But
It'll take the same amount of time regardless.
yes.
Oh.
Okay.
That
What
was
else?
a size 10 and a half. My aunt was 12. Wow.
What else we got going on?
14. Big family.
Chris Perzer's in the house. Qapla, Chris Perzer. And please
Is
don't lick that button.
is Mama Prey going to be there in the room when you have him? By the way. Or
No, I can only have one person because of COVID. So with Mama Prey, what would have to happen is, so if I wind up going into labor first, which could very well happen, by the time she arranges to get to the hospital, like I could be done. So I have a friend who lives near the hospital who's going to be there with me. So she's kind of on call.
That's nice.
Yeah, because from Mama Prey to go, we'd have to get somebody here for me. Unfortunately, just no quick way of doing that. Not that you wouldn't love to be there, but.
And then so it also has to be the same person the whole time I'm there. And once they are there for the day, they have to stay the whole day. Like they can't leave and get food and come back. So every day it's the whole day, or when they leave, that's it. They can't come back. So even if she came for the birth, then let's say if I do wind up with a scheduled C-section, if I wind up staying 2-3 days, which is normal, then it's either I'm alone with the baby the whole time, or she has to come back every day. And,
Right.
If she wants to get back home, she can't get back home.
They normally do the circumcision basically almost right away too, right?
I haven't talked to them about that. I am curious to know how that works and to know because I heard that with COVID and everything, they're trying to push people out, that they've even sent, if everyone's in a good place, they've even sent mothers who had C-sections home within 24 hours. Like, they're like, if you feel up to it, leave. And so I'm curious if they're not doing certain things or if they're still doing that. I definitely have to ask. I've also been uncomfortably asking all my male friends
it's not
what their opinion is. It's like,
it's
if
not
you happen to not be, do you have anything good to say about that? Or would you have preferred that you were? Yeah.
Well, I didn't have a choice in the matter, so I am. But it's a pretty normal thing to get done, and I think they do it pretty much almost right away.
Yeah.
Definitely within the first day, if I remember, having my son, done and stuff like that. If I remember correctly.
I was wondering if you had put thought into it.
Yeah, I have. Like I said, I did find a few people who were open enough to tell me that they weren't. But even the ones who weren't pretty much said the same thing, that it's pretty much a normal thing now. It's kind of like what you do. And there's back and forth on, like they used to say it's much healthier and cleaner. But now the research is like that You know, we don't know, but it's just kind of what people do.
Well,
so.
it's certainly not worse and dirtier.
Right. And it's, you know, I worry more about him feeling bad when he gets older, you know, if he feels
Yeah.
weird. I wouldn't
Yeah.
want him to feel weird. But had I talked to someone who was not circumcised and they said, like, no, it would have been, you know, or compared to their friends, they, I don't know, whatever, like there's something great about it that I was missing, then I would have considered that. But considering like I said, had a couple people who were not, who didn't really particularly care that they were not, you know, they weren't like advocating for it. They were just like, yeah. And I was like, well, that's helpful. Makes me feel a little less
Oh yeah, I mean
sad.
it's I guess primarily based on I guess how you grew up in religion and stuff like that. I guess mainly,
Mhm.
obviously, but yeah, some people are like, hey, you know.
Carlo says, Bird of Prey, can you get SisOPrey or MamaPrey to call into my work and get me out? It's so difficult to get this week, and I'm shattered just after a couple hours of work. Glad you are here and to keep me entertained.
How do we get you out?
Yeah, he said you have to call his work, I guess. Say it's a death in the family or something, I guess.
That's terrible. Can I say I'm giving birth? What if I call his job the day I'm giving birth and it's genuine?
Yeah,
I really am giving birth. It has nothing to do with him.
Yeah.
Say
Yeah.
you're having,
Well, I mean, that's a
you
legit.
leave out the part that it's not his, but
Oh,
they assume it.
Robert Rose Jr. wants to know: are you going to get him vaccinated or not with all the
Definitely
shots?
getting him vaccinated. And I don't, you know, love to get into debates, but my values and opinion are yeah, he needs vaccinations.
And I would agree.
Yeah.
Not that I have a say in the matter.
No.
Except for the fact that I would vaccinate him when you were asleep or something.
I would be okay with that. I would be okay with you saving your nephew's life.
All right.
So have you decided what religion you're going to raise him?
I thought it was Krogan. Isn't that a religion?
It is now. I take it that's a no.
No. Yeah. No Krogan religion. Bummer. Won't be able to carry that on, I guess.
DJ Odyssey's in the house. Hello, DJ. I put the link. If anybody wants to come on, they're welcome to come up.
Yeah.
MamaPrey wants to know how you're feeling, DJ. Mountains Elysium says, happy Dinosaur 8000. Congratulations on the birth of your niece. And Scrody McBooger Balls is back with a $50
Low Ellie
super
one.
chat.
What?
Wow, you're racking up.
It says, lol, Ellie1, laughter, what? Did Ellie beat you to it?
Yes, with the what in the butt thing, I guess.
You see, SisOPrey, I told one story last week about this lady who used to live next to me. I probably told you years ago when I had my apartment and she wanted to jump into her bedroom window because the back door was locked on her apartment. Does that ring a bell to you at all?
What?
When I had my apartment, there was a neighbor who was crying outside her front door. I walked past her. And I asked her what was wrong. She's like, I'm locked out. I said, well, why don't you just go to the super? She's like, the super hates me. And so you remember my apartment, I shared a balcony with the neighbor.
Right.
But it had a door there.
And
so I opened the door, went to the back to see if the back door of her apartment was open. It was locked. But the back window was open, but the back window was over her bedroom, which wasn't under the wasn't over the balcony. She said, I can get this. I'm flexible. And she was going to try to jump from the edge of the balcony to her bedroom window.
Oh my God.
Seven stories up. So I had to tell her no. And I think I was physically restraining her with one arm while I was frantically pulling on the back door, trying to open it, shake it open or something. And the sliding glass door in the back of the apartment that finally it opened, and she was very happy. And
So you broke her door, but so that she
no, I didn't
wouldn't.
break her door. It's actually the locks were just really cheap. I knew they were like really shitty locks. That's why on my door I actually had the piece of wood in there,
Yeah.
so nobody could shove it open, but she didn't. So with enough shaking, it opened.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not blaming you for breaking it, but you had to break it to get in. Like
It
was
didn't
locked.
break. It was perfectly
Yeah, it was
fine.
easy to break.
It
No?
wasn't broken. It would relock afterwards.
You would just shake it and it would
It's
open.
just a shitty lock, yes.
Wow. Okay.
The doors were replaced a couple of years later.
I did not know about any of that.
Well, anyway, the way I was explaining it, I was saying, so I was frantically shaking and trying to get in the back door. And ever since then,
And
you can understand.
You just got a couple of
And Carlo Albanese with a 2 pound sterling super chat says the tip counts even in the back door. That is true,
yes.
Carlo. Yes.
And Pope Francis.
Yeah, Carlo's the one who wants to get out of work.
Pope Francis tipped you $1, it says.
What'd you say?
Pope Francis tipped you $1.
Oh, Francis. Oh, I got a dollar tip from Pope Francis.
Where
I
is
gotta
that?
open.
Yes, it's
I gotta
streamed
A
open
right
lot
that
of
window.
comments are just missed.
I gotta open that window and I see somebody else is coming in the back room, the backstage area.
Yes. Don't say the back door.
I was trying hard. Pope Francis donated $1. Blessings upon you and your child. I will personally bless him
Oh,
to save him from the sin of being Karogan. May the Lord bless you and keep you safe. Amen. Thank you, Pope Francis. Oh, we've actually got 2 people in the back. DJ Odyssey, Qapla, and Mr.
Hello there.
CCDB.
Hey, everybody.
Hello. So DJ, you were saying you were not feeling well?
No. But it'll be
I'm-
okay.
I'm sorry. Anything we can help you with?
Meteor to the face would help.
Wow.
Meteor to the face.
Wow.
Aw.
Thrown or
You
from
sound
orbit?
like you got a head cold or something there.
Oh no, it's just the pain.
Oh, okay.
There's no cold.
Oh, like a migraine?
No, like a back pain that's shooting down my leg and hip.
Oh, like sciatica. Or
Yeah.
who knows?
Big nerve
That
cluster.
is not
being
fun.
crushed. Big nerve cluster being crushed, and the doctors decided to change their mind today.
Oh,
Why
no.
is that? What are they going to do?
DJ?
Yo.
Yes. I must cut in and
Uh-oh,
give
I'm
you
cutting.
hope. Make a long story short, my nephew
That's grandma.
just basically went through the same thing. He went, doctors, they said it was nerve damage. They suggested they were going to do surgery. Back and forth, months he was in pain. They wouldn't give him painkillers. Anyway, then they said the shots. And by the time they said the shots, he had pretty much talked himself into the fact that he was going to have surgery. Because at first he didn't want it. Anyway, they did the shots. They did physical therapy. He's back to work. He's fine. What they did was 3 epidurals 2 weeks apart.
Oh,
And I don't know if it's the same thing they're suggesting for you, but in the long run, he was grateful that they didn't do the surgery. So
Oh, with me, they're talking 3 per week for 4 weeks.
3
Wow.
per week.
Probably
Hmm.
just a direct injection rather than an epidural, though.
But I
Yeah.
can't get it done anyway.
Are you guys done?
You say can't be done?
I can't do it.
but you don't like
I was
injection?
asking you this.
No, they're expecting me to drive 100 miles each time round trip
Oh,
to
Jesus.
get these done.
Oh, yeah, that would suck.
And
Yeah,
well,
sorry to hear that.
Happy Dinosaur 8000. You're welcome to the chat. We're just in the middle of talking with DJ when I brought you in. Sorry about that.
Well, DJ, whatever
Yeah.
works
No,
out.
all right.
I
I
wish
mean,
you the best.
I chose to get her. Happy day, you Mama Pray.
Okay.
Happy Dinosaur 8000.
Hi, everyone. I didn't mean to just cut in and talk directly to DJ. You know, my mind wanders a lot these days.
You're the mom
Voice-
of all of us.
Your voice woke baby O'Prey. Now he's
Oh.
kicking.
Oh, baby.
Aw.
That's grandma. Yeah, you know grandma. He started
Yes.
kicking.
Oh,
That was very cute.
oh. I'm glad he's kicking.
Aw.
Yes. But you know I don't like waking up babies.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, he's got to wake up occasionally and kick. That's his job. That's what he
Yeah.
does. Got to
Okay.
wake up several
That's how you
times.
know it's alive.
Yeah, honestly, you have to call the doctor if they don't wake up and kick. So
Right, I
it's
know.
a while.
When I was a baby, like a new baby, a newborn baby, and my grandparents wanted to see me move, and I was asleep, Mama Pray would get mad when they'd wake me up just to see me awake.
Babies develop when they sleep.
That explains a
You're
lot.
supposed to let them sleep.
That explains
Well,
a lot.
But at first, you're supposed to feed them every 3 hours too. So you do have to wake them to feed them in the very beginning. Otherwise, they'll lose weight.
And
they
I guess you're
develop
feeding
sugar.
him. You're feeding him naturally. I'm guessing.
I'm
at
gonna
first?
try. I'm gonna
Okay.
try. Yeah. If I have to supplement, that's fine. You know, I don't want him to be hungry. But I want him to get all those antibodies and stuff. So
Mountains of Elysium is a bit suspicious of that dollar donation from the Pope, since he lives in the Vatican, which uses the euro. But,
Mm.
you know, the Pope could have I'm sure he's got American
Yeah.
bank
Yeah.
accounts.
Yeah,
Of
he has
course
bank
he
accounts
does.
everywhere.
He has bank accounts all across the world.
Yeah, and I would imagine really he probably does not ever really have to pay for anything. Would you charge the Pope for anything? I wouldn't. I'd say here you go. You know.
No, he tells the Cardinal to put out a chat. Cardinal goes, okay, super chat.
Hmm. And welcome,
Give him the
everyone.
holy super chat.
There should be a special name for a chat from a Pope, like a holy chat.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, holy super chat.
I believe it's called an indulgence.
Only if you're in the Church of Lutheran.
TJ says,
Do you sing to him at all, SisOPrey?
What? What
Do
was
you
the question?
sing? Do you sing to him at all?
No, I can't sing. I do talk to him, and I play music,
Oh,
and I read to the belly.
oh, okay.
That's so cute.
So far, we've read Hippos Go Berserk and one of these
Wow.
books that Bird sent over. That really wasn't that good. I'm sorry.
how far are you in the science book?
Oh, and SisOPrey
I
just
gave
took
up
you.
after the first one.
Wow. SisOPrey.
Oh, we got SisOPrey and Joe Biden tipped $1. SisOPrey says, I was paid to say Joey is the best brother ever. I just can't. Sometimes he's really annoying with his Star Trek stuff.
It's about right.
I say that sounds like you have a hard time thinking that you would actually send a donation like that. And Joe
It's an
Biden
imposter
donated
then.
$1. Says, can I sniff your baby's head? Vote Bernie. I think that's me. Or am I Trump? Doesn't matter. CNN said I'm going to win, so you don't need to vote. Good morning, everyone. Love you.
Oh, that reminds me. I have a new dinosaur president now. We had the last two murder each other, and that's how it works.
Well,
I don't know.
Dinosaurs tend to do that to each other, kill each other.
Yeah, we have our own secret society underground. We just our process works like this. We have 100 candidates eat each other, and the one that is not eaten left if he's president.
The Doomcock is running Harvey for 2020 under the slogan, why vote for the lesser of two evils?
I'd vote for Harvey Cthulhu any day.
Of course.
I think he could do a great job.
Don't
Just
forget.
don't-
All we gotta do is push the voting button.
And Doomcock promises he'd push the button if Harvey wins. So DJ, you know you're not running for president, but you could be VP.
I don't know. Everybody keeps pushing me to run as Rainbow Corn.
I don't know. After all those videos about you not running for president, now you're going to run for president?
No,
You're
I'm
quite the flip-flopper.
going to continue to make not running for president, but I'm hoping that everybody just ignores that and votes anyway. It's reverse psychology, Bird.
I gotcha. Mountains of Elysium says vote Rainbow Unicorn. Rainbow
Rainbow Corn
Corn.
2020.
Rainbow Corn 2020. No,
Are you
union.
tired of your cereal not having rainbows in it? Vote for Rainbow Corn 2020.
Wow.
I'm not ignoring you, Jeff. I said hello. Hello, Jeff Franklin.
No, you're skipping a lot of comments. I'm reading.
I
them.
am. Well, I'm not reading every comment, not what's you on.
I mean, some of them
Oh,
are good stories. They
I
tried
remember
to
you
get
said-
Carlo out of the hospital after his baby was born. There's the one where Happy Dinosaur says my niece was born yesterday. Congrats.
Congrats.
She's on the. She just ended her adorable rampage. A lot of people were eating a few days yesterday. The National Guard was calling. She finally took a nap, and then we finally got to change her also. So
No.
When's her next adorable rampage? I want to see it.
Yeah, and what's her name, by the way?
her name is Jolly Allosaurus.
Jollosaurus.
Carlos said, Mamo Pray saved the spam for Sunday. Just don't know what Sunday.
Oh,
I
got
thought we
good
agreed we're going to give the spam to the baby on his 18th birthday to eat
What?
live.
No.
We have some, I don't know, 10-year-old spam in the house.
Ooh, tasty spam. Chop.
Spam. Wouldn't dream of taking it from you.
I've got some good news. I got one piece of good news today. Mama Pray is going to appreciate this one.
Oh, she's outside at the moment. Do you want to wait? Or
Yay, good
All right.
news. Yay.
I'll wait until she comes back.
Good
Okay.
news. Good news.
Good
DJ, what
news,
do you
everybody.
think
We got
can't
good news
afford
here.
The other. Is there another option?
No other
It's-
option.
It says, yeah, well, I can't afford the other, so just going to say hell with it.
I can, I can
Oh,
do
wait a
the
minute.
physical therapy here, yes, but there's no way I can drive back and forth 100 miles 3 times a week for 4 weeks. I can't afford
It is crazy. I don't understand. If somebody's having severe back pain, how the hell are they supposed to drive?
I just can't afford it. They took me off work. I can't work. I ain't making any money. I can't afford to go back.
They
and forth.
can't keep you inpatient or
No,
nothing? No.
Illinois is as bad as New York right now with their lockdown garbage and everything else.
Yeah.
I'm glad my state opened.
Valor J Omega donated $10 super chat. Thank you so much, Valor. Anti-Trigger cheated during the CNC game, and Vivian being against you, I think you earned this. Keep being you, Berto Prey 5. Thank you so much. But who's Vivian?
I have no idea who Vivian is.
There's somebody against me I don't even know about.
Wow.
Is Vivian an autocorrect fix? I mean, who else?
So
could it
you
be?
got a Streamlab for $10 now, Bird.
Oh my God! Wait, no, that was Valor.
Yeah, Valor. Yeah.
Yeah,
did you-
Valor. I just read that.
Oh, okay.
I just don't know who Vivian is.
We'll find out that mystery to the mystery machine.
Welcome, Hal Slusher. There should be audio.
List on his girlfriends.
Everybody else can hear audio, Hal.
I hear audio.
I hear it.
I'll just type into him. Oh, sorry. Okay. He was muted.
Sorry.
Oh, his wife. Oh, no, Anti-Trigger's wife is Bridget.
Yeah.
Yeah, Bridget. I mean,
Even though, let's not
I
get
could
back
see
to
her
that
as a
conversation.
Vivian,
Let's not
but
get back to the conversation where Bird thinks Bridget stepped out on poor Michael.
We don't
Maybe
talk
her
about
name
Vivian
is-
around these parts.
Bridget Vivian Crawford. I don't know.
No, Mountains, quit pushing that 500.
Oh, so Mama Prays back in, DJ.
Okay.
DJ has some good
Okay.
news.
I have one bit of good news for today.
Okay.
I found chocolate milk.
He found chocolate milk.
Oh, good. Whole milk, chocolate milk.
That's right. Whole milk chocolate milk.
That's the only kind.
And it's gone already.
I understand, DJ.
It's my
I'm
comfort.
happy for you.
It's my comfort.
Pluggerville, says Qapla. Qapla Pluggerville. Yeah,
Qapla, Plugger Phil.
we quite enjoy our whole milk chocolate milk.
Mountains of Elysium, are you leaving us? Are you finally going to bed? It must be real early over there.
Well, happy night, my favorite mountains.
He said he was. Mountains released him nearly 1 a.m.
Says, take care, fellow nerds, and remember
God bless
to
you, SisOPrey and
hashtag
SisOPrey. Thank
vote
you.
Well, Valor
Rainbow
said that Vivian's his fiance, Bird.
Vivian is Valor's fiance.
Yeah, he just posted in a.
Oh, okay. I didn't. Vivian is your fiance. Okay, it makes sense. Well, thank you. I don't. Why? But why is your fiance against me? Why? I feel sad now.
Do you?
She got no good taste in YouTube.
Carlo Albanese with a £2 sterling super chat again. I read that nod means no official designation. Could be. Honestly, the Brotherhood of Nod. I forget if it meant anything. It's been so long. SisOPrey doesn't have any idea what we're talking about. There's an old computer game called Command and Conquer that just got re-released for modern systems that we were playing today, but it's like literally a 20-year-old game, and I barely remembered how to play it, and I certainly don't remember what the name stood for.
Yeah, it's okay. You don't have to explain.
Here's something that I think most people won't remember. Who remembers Monkey Island?
I have no idea what that is.
I mean, I remember King Kong Island. It had monkeys.
The game Monkey Island for PC way back in the early 90s.
Well, I've only heard about that game because like one song in there because you get to make the lyrics to the song yourself and they just sing it. But I just wondered if anyone else heard of the thing.
Thomas Potts said she's probably against you, Bird, because you don't know who she is and AT does.
Well, that's not fair. I know who she is now.
Hmm.
She'll like you tomorrow.
And that's 50% of the conflict.
All right. More importantly, Nesquik or chocolate milk syrup? We got the question from Robert Rose Jr.
If
That's
I
a
have
very important question.
one of the
I mean,
other Nesquik.
Is that even close?
I actually like powder Nesquik.
Wow.
And I know that we grew up in a Hershey syrup household. And it wasn't until high school that I just started buying my own Nesquik at Shop and Spot where I worked.
I mean, that's almost crazy as saying you prefer Ovaltine.
But then
Almost
again,
what?
Ovaltine?
Oh, well, Ovaltine we were told was good for us. So the fact that it was a
Somehow.
little weird tasting was okay. Because
Do
it
you
was
remember
vitamin.
that mama trying to give us Ovaltine?
Yeah, I used to drink it because it had
Yeah.
vitamins and minerals. I mean,
It
to me, it
has what
wasn't
plants
chocolate milk.
crave.
It was Ovaltine.
Ovaltine, it's got what plants crave.
Bronzo. Electrolytes.
No, but that's my secret decoder ring
told
says to
Mama
drink.
I didn't like the broccoli Rob, but I do remember telling her I did not like Ovaltine. Grandmother used to, somehow she got into her mind that we enjoyed broccoli Rob, and so she'd make it on holidays and special occasions, thinking she was making it for us, me and SisOPrey. So she'd put it on our plates, like, "Oh, I made you guys broccoli Rob."
It's good in soup, but it's
Thank
not
you,
good
Grandma.
in anything else.
And like, it's okay, but she also used to make like good broccoli. And
Yeah,
the broccoli was way
delicious.
better.
Yeah, the real broccoli and the artichokes.
Yuck.
Yeah, the artichokes were amazing.
Stuffed artichokes.
Yeah.
Yuck.
Yuck.
The
Who's
stuffed
yucking?
artichoke is pretty much all breadcrumbs and garlic and oil.
Yeah, how do you not like that?
Give me some liver and onions.
You don't eat the artichoke. You just
Liver and onions. God.
If I can't hunt my food, then it is no value to me.
Wow.
That's true. I mean, as I said to LDG, who said, "Well, one day we'll 3D print meat." I told him I'll never eat 3D printed meat. I want my meat to have a soul.
Your meat has to have a soul.
You really want good liver? Chop up liver into little squares and wrap it in bacon.
There's no such thing as good liver.
Oh yeah, that's good.
Mama prays
That rubbery crap.
Getting sick.
If you hide the liver in bacon, then it's not actually that healthy for you.
I'll agree on the chocolate milk, but not wrong with.
Yeah, no liver.
I feel like we always had Hershey syrup for ice cream.
Here comes LDG Pixels, the man that was trying to proposition me last night on live stream.
He was trying to proposition you?
Yep.
In what way?
I must have missed that part.
Well, it was over on Jedi Bill's last night.
I listened to the latter half of that stream. Actually, I guess I listened to a good part of it.
Yeah.
But
He tried to proposition me, the bad boy.
LDG Pixels got a little tight last night. He doesn't have nearly as much practice as the drunken philosopher.
Orville
So are
Nation
you-
in the house. Qapla Orville Nation.
Happy day, you Orville Nation.
So LDG was a little drunk last night again, you're saying?
Oh, he was beyond a little drunk.
His bed is 3 feet from his chair, and he couldn't find his way to his bed.
So is this do we start calling this a drinking problem at this point?
He was talking as bad as he did on my birthday stream.
Valor says, Bird of Prey, I proposed to Vivian during one of Piano Dean's streams. She said that she is against you because of you being the dictator of Karoga. Vivian, if you're listening, Karoga is a beautiful, beautiful place that only my sharp eye of detail and dedication to justice keeps it in its pristine glory.
Don't listen to him. He uses orphans to mine uranium.
I was going to say,
Somebody's got to mine the uranium.
is Kuroga.
Would you
Yeah, it's
rather
where I
feed
get
your
cost of-
kids? No, it's orphans. Nobody cares.
So, you
You
put
know, that
ketchup
kind of a
on
joke.
liver? Is that
Huh?
normal? Is it normal to eat liver with ketchup? Is it like a hamburger? Does it work that way, or is that just
I
something
think-
that
I
flesh
think
did?
if you put in enough ketchup, then it just becomes ketchup, not liver.
You know what's really good? Ketchup with eggs.
Yes,
No.
and some people hate that, and I don't understand them.
LDG donated
It's-
$1 and says, "I can't help it if you look hot in those furry costumes."
So,
Wow, that's I guess to DJ. Yet somehow I get the dollar.
Well,
Yeah, I know. You get the money for everything.
Joe, are you
I'm
keeping
not
innocent
arguing.
people in prison?
What?
Are you keeping innocent people in prison?
No, it's not prison.
Aberjam.
Aberjam is not in Kuroga. Okay, Aberjam is in Kurdistan, which they just happened to dress up to look like Kuroga to make him think he's in Kuroga.
It's not what I heard.
Not what
And
I heard.
Piano Dean's been released. That was a mix-up because he had the wrong papers.
I heard Bat Boys living in your basement is been bird of prey.
Bad Boys?
Bat
Boy.
Bath Boy. I don't know who that
Bat-
is.
Bat Boy.
He
Bat
is
Boy?
like Batman, like a young version.
Batman? Bat Boy?
No, Bat Boy was born with a bat face and webbed armpits.
I don't like bats.
Yeah,
I
there's
tried
no
to warn
bats.
everybody about the bats.
There's no bats
Nobody
living
listened.
here. If he had stumbled onto my property, he would have probably got hit with the wasp spray until he
There,
died.
Bird, I put a picture of Bat Boy down for you.
Gross.
Down below.
Don't let me see it.
So is Kuroga as beautiful a place as yeah, there you
That's
go.
terrible.
Bat Boy. As beautiful a place as Chaz right now?
Chaz.
That's the Capitol Hill Anonymous Zone in Seattle.
Oh, no, it's much better. Much better than the zones that cities are slowly losing.
But Chaz is
how
a
would
utopia.
Kuroga. And welcome,
Fuck yeah, ketchup on everything.
Ketchup on everything. Are you French?
we put ketchup in this house on pasta sometimes.
No.
Sometimes.
Well,
Right?
I've actually used ketchup to make my goulash, so
Eggs.
Eggs, definitely.
You put that in a sloppy Joe.
that's right.
John Street says, don't listen to
Joe
Joe.
mix like half ketchup.
John.
I
John
can't really eat a hamburger without ketchup. Like I can't eat it. It just.
I cannot even without ketchup and mustard either.
I could eat a hamburger if it had something on it, whether it was mayo or mustard.
Yeah,
ketchup.
I guess if it has a sauce, but most of those sauces have ketchup in them somewhere.
Yeah, but I'll eat a plain
If
cheese.
you're hungry, people, the kitchen's right in your apartment or in your
I mean, I've
house.
certainly eaten plain burgers before.
Plain burger with an egg on it. That's really good.
What? Oh, an egg. That's
Burger
not a
with an egg.
protein.
Oh, your grandfather on mommy's side used to like the egg on their burger. So do I.
You know, steak with dino eggs is very good for me.
Interesting.
Dino steak with dino eggs.
No, just regular steak with my own youngling's eggs.
Oh, where are we
Your own
going?
youngling.
You're-
Wow.
Right now.
I saw a video of a man cooking an ostrich egg recently this week. It's big. It was talking about how to like survive in the wild, but obviously not here because you're
Like
not just
what,
gonna go
the
out and
wild,
find
you
an
come across an
ostrich egg.
ostrich egg.
Yeah, I
Oh,
believe
yeah.
it was Australia or something.
Ostrich are all over the place.
An unfertilized ostrich egg. Yeah, what are the chances?
You can't drive down I-40 without hitting an ostrich these days.
Joseph Patrick is still awake. Yosef, you should have been asleep.
Go to bed,
Thank you
Yosef.
for the €2 super chat. Says your gastronomy is worse than your politics.
Yosef eats goulash. You can't take his word for anything.
He's saying that from Slovakia, so he's probably right. I mean, just the amount of sugar that's in U.S. bread, and I see people from other countries. Like, why is there sugar in your bread? I don't know.
Why don't we really have sugar in everything? It has no business being there. And if you
Valor,
stop eating it for like a week, you taste it in everything, and you're like, "What the hell?"
Valor
But-
says bird of prey. So if ketchup is on almost everything, is it good for long pork?
That's the only way I could eat long pork is if I had ketchup.
I fear to ask what long pork is, but
Yeah, I'm unfamiliar.
it's not.
Pigs eat everything. Humans eat everything. Humans are longer than pigs.
Oh, it's for human. Yes, that's right. I heard somebody call it human
People.
meat.
I mean,
And-
honestly, if I had to eat a person, I think I would prefer to have ketchup.
Yeah.
I eat people all the time. Tastes like brisket.
You make your mama pray so sick right now.
That's
Orville Nation donated $5. Thank you so much, Orville Nation. Says, "Hail, exalted supreme ruler of Karoga." And thank you. Orville Nation
Hail
is
the Krogan Emperor.
a small republic of Karoga. So you're like the Hamlet of Miko, but you're the Hamlet of Orville
yeah.
Nation.
Hmm.
What'd you say, sis?
No, I'm reading. Cat woke me up.
Richie Poole says, "Hello, world. Welcome, Richie
You
Poole."
just need sugar. That's true. Hello there.
Hello, Richie Poole.
Baby
SisOPrey.
O'Prey is still in the belly. He's in the belly.
Yeah, Richie Poole, if you want to come on up, I will back out, Richie Poole.
Oh no, I'm about to leave right now. I hope you all have a good day.
He's never
Yeah,
come
we
up
can have it.
before, but you can.
Enjoy eating the long pork, happy dinosaur.
Happy dinosaur. Long.
It's Soylent Green.
It's
Soylent
people.
Green is people.
People.
The
What
father.
was that
Shut up, Josh.
movie in the 80s or 90s where it was a plane crash? Did it start with an A?
Alive.
Alive.
Alive,
Okay,
yeah.
that was it.
It was the soccer
Well, I'm
field.
gonna go. Have a happy night, everyone.
Take care.
Bye-bye. Just start a conversation about cannibalism, then bounce. Fine.
Joseph Patrick says, "Hey, cat woke me up." Okay, going back to sleep. We'll watch in the morning. Thank you, Joseph, and thank you, Joseph's cat. She's a real
Okay.
spy for Karoga.
SisOPrey is here on the chat. I want her to make it definite that I am not the father.
Well, I don't really know who the father is, so I can't definitely say that you're not.
Don't do this to me.
The man's in pain, sis.
To be fair.
You could ask him a question and
Hello, Richie.
confirm it's not him if he answers it.
But
Yeah,
what
you're-
if he's lying?
You'll see how dumb I am, so I can't be
If
the
he
father.
was the father, he would know everything about the father and could therefore just say anything else.
Jeff Franklin says, "Hello, universe. It's Qapla 5."
We might need him to provide baby pictures too, just to rule it out.
Richie Poole put in $1.
Richie Poole put in $1.
Yeah.
Paying
Richie
every
Poole
son for
donated
you.
$1. Will SisOPrey marry me yet?
Aw.
Come on, you boys. If you want to be married before you give birth, you
I
don't have a lot of time.
don't think I've ever given a shit about that. Ever.
I'm just saying, if you wanted to.
And Richie would be a really good match for you, too.
Baby O'Prey has not arrived yet. Yeah, Richie Poole is on your side of most politics.
Most
He'd be a really
politics.
good match.
I would imagine all, but I mean, I can only assume most.
Ugh.
I'm not impersonating anyone, Richie. I'm broke. I can't do it. So it wasn't me.
DJ is impersonating me.
Qapla Michael Garrick.
Ugh.
Maybe it was Tom.
No,
Put his name on the birth certificate, anyways. Well, they have these damn DNA tests these days. I can't just put somebody's name on there and expect that they'll
That's
step
right.
up.
I'm demanding a DNA test to prove my innocence.
Richie Poole is driving, is picking his son up
Actually,
for the evening. Very
you know
cool.
what I really should put on my registry is a 23andMe for the baby for as soon as he comes, just to make sure all the nationalities line up. It's not that I care what nationality he is, but I'd like to know that.
It wasn't the doctor who substituted.
Yeah, that I got what I think
Yeah,
I got.
I said that, and people thought I was crazy.
No,
No,
actually,
And
You
I'm
wanna know
perfectly open to him being in the database because I wouldn't mind if other relatives of his were. I
no,
know.
actually, you want to know how it really works?
Tell me.
It's just like the blood plasma centers. Anybody can just wander off the street. Usually it's the ones that are in need of money, and that's how they make money. So they just go in and donate it, and then they just fill out whatever they want, put on the card, and slip it in.
I'm told they do some sort of verification and background, but who knows if that is true. And you can love
So-
the baby any which way.
DJ Odyssey donated $1.
I did not. I'm broke.
Well, you donated $1 according to my records,
Well, them records are wrong. That's Thomas Potts doing it.
and says, "Fine, fine, I'll make you people happy. I am the father."
I'm not. I've told you that I stated the only way that it would be possible is if I did it the old-fashioned way.
Orville
I think I
Nation.
noticed that.
Orville Nation donated $5 and says, "Bird, you should have an annual East Coast meetup of all Kurogans. I will help." It's not a terrible idea at all. It's a good idea. Except, I don't know. Certainly not during the current pandemic, which is still kind of going on.
Kind of.
Yeah, I mean, kind of.
Kind of. There's still a pandemic.
Thank you again, Orville Nation, for that. I'll put that up for a second. And what do we got here? We got LDG Pixels. Pickles. LDS
Yeah.
Pixels.
LDS pickles.
Is that true about the 3 days of birth thing? What's that?
Pickle rack.
3
How's
days
that,
of
guys?
birth. I don't know. Who said 3 days of birth? Oh, there it
Josh
is.
Street, yeah.
Yeah,
Guys,
I'm
this
still
is
reading
DJ.
baby stuff, You
If
guys
you
are
don't
talking
ask
to
for
me.
DNA test within 3 days of the birth, that means you can't ask for one. That's how it works in most states, unless the mother puts your name on without you knowing.
Well, I'm glad nobody here knows my full name, so I'm safe.
I mean, it's not DJ Odyssey.
DJ the Bunny,
I won't tell nobody.
Osborne Odyssey, Unicorn the Third.
Mama Pray knows my first and last name for real, but I never put my middle name on Facebook, so I'm safe.
You don't need your middle name on the birth certificate.
You do.
Well, this is interesting. Michael Garrick, it looks like, looked into donating sperm at some point, or had a friend who did, with all the knowledge that he has. 3 levels of screening. It's like you were a breeding dog.
I think he's the one that said he might be the father. He doesn't know.
Well,
That
if he tells me his donor number, I can tell him.
Thomas Potts says pandemic. It's not on the news, so it's over.
Wow.
That's. Oh. Carlos says, is that why the doctor asked all those questions?
So Carlo is the father.
Hmm. Oh.
Just the mother's name.
So there is a new dating show, which I never watched the Bachelorette or The Bachelor. I find them to be really terrible and they upset me. A lot of reality shows do where people compete. I don't know. It just makes me sad. But there's one called Labor of Love now, and it is 15 guys competing for a woman who has decided she's ready to have a baby. So it's on Fox. I think it's on tonight, actually. I think it's on now or within a few minutes. It's only on episode 3, so you can't completely binge watch it yet, but it is on Hulu. So there's only 3 episodes. Having gone through that whole process, I find it entertaining. I do. I will say that. It's an interesting premise.
Yeah, that couldn't possibly go wrong.
Well, the other thing is if she doesn't like any of them, she'll just do it on her own. That's the other part where it's just like, oh, and if I don't like it. But it's actually, I mean, it's like sad when she sends some of the guys home. They're like, genuinely upset. They seem to want it as bad as she does,
Your sperm is not good enough for me. Leave.
There is an episode about that, and I will not spoil it.
Does she give them a rose or something at least when she sends them away?
She gives them a hug.
She gives them a diaphragm.
I don't want to hug.
Not only are you not good enough for me, but you probably just shouldn't procreate with me. Here's some prophylaxis.
Here's some prophylaxis. Don't spread your seed.
You see, now if the loser had to get snipped, that would be worth something worth watching, because at least there's some consequences for losing for the guy. I mean, I don't know that I would ever apply for that type of.
Wow, that's crazy. That would just make it, really ridiculous. It's already ridiculous enough. But that would be something. So if you donate sperm, you can only have 2 partners the previous year. I was unaware of that. I do know that if you want to have IVF and you want to bring your own donor, if you're not in a long-term relationship, they quarantine the sperm for 3 months to make sure there's no diseases. It's not, the mother can't waive that. They can't say like, no, I know this person, I'm not worried. It used to be 6 months. So it kind of pushes people towards the sperm banks because at least that sperm's already been screened. So it's a little crazy. That's the state of New York. You can't just bring your own sperm.
I'm sorry, Thomas Potts. I've been assuming your gender this whole time. I apologize for that. I'm so insensitive.
I don't know. People were assuming Thomas's gender.
Oh my. Oh, jeez.
Uh-oh. I don't know, but I hear DJ go, oh, geez.
Well, last night I was over on Honstar's channel. We were playing Jackbox. And I came up with this cute little name for one of the contestants. And she's decided to use that name on her Twitter feed, and she's put by DJ Odyssey next to her name to give me credit for coming up with that name.
You should be happy. You're getting credit.
I know, but I'd renamed her Fizz Juice.
Wow.
And she is now using it as her name on Twitter.
Wow.
So it says Fizz Juice by DJ Odyssey. This is
you can't not claim responsibility for that one.
Yes.
I said I only wanted to have some credit if they went ahead and made the comics out of the character, not on Twitter.
I've been allowed to see my son since the end of March. Oh, that is sad, Carlo. I'm sorry.
Aw.
Well, if you changed your name, DJ, then it wouldn't match.
Carlo says he needs a hug. He's not being allowed to see his son since the end of March because of the pandemic. I miss him so much. If it wasn't for Bird and Anti-Tracker, I don't know where I'd be. Aw, Carlo.
I mean, I see that you're saying you are working, so I imagine you do some kind of essential work that puts you, what do you do? Generally, you may not want to tell us specifically.
If he tells us, he'd have to kill us.
Who?
Right. Much information as you'd like
Who'd
to
have
share.
kill you?
Carlo.
I should still
Mom
be
O'Prey says she knows how you feel, Carlo. She hasn't been able to see SisOPrey.
Mm,
You
This
just
is
saw
true.
SisOPrey during Idiocracy.
Oh, I'll hug SisOPrey. It's
Well,
very
Is it going to be the same way with the baby too? Then that she won't be able to visit him at first, I guess.
We have to decide what makes sense. I worry that I'll be literally in the hospital, you know? And then if I go to see them, you know, what's that like? But at the same time, the last couple of trips I made to the hospital, everything was very clean. There was a lot of social distancing. Everyone was following policy. So, you know, and I know
No, but
Bird
I
had
mean,
his own experience recently too, so we felt pretty good about it. But now the cases may rise again, so it just has to be like a, you know, we see what happens and take it from there kind of scenario. I will have a COVID test a couple days before as part of everything, so
okay.
we'll just
No,
measure
um,
that. And since I'm having the C-section, I may not be up for car ride as quickly as
Yeah.
I originally thought.
Yeah, I meant, you know, when are you going to visit your mom and Bird? I guess, or do you not have a timetable for that yet? I guess.
Yeah, it depends. Like, I would have, in an ideal world, if I felt very safe, like if everything went very well in the hospital, tried to go see them right away after so they can see the baby. But you know, that has to happen first. And now with the C-section, I also have to be, you know, up up to at least walking. So hopefully within a couple weeks. In the worst case scenario, where I didn't feel like everything was socially isolated well, you know, and distanced, I would try to isolate for a week or two and then go over that.
You're going to share a picture with us of him?
Of course.
Okay.
Who's going to share a picture?
I'm going to share a picture of the baby.
Oh, yes, of course. Once we get pictures of the baby.
Okay.
You know, as long
Put
as
him in front of the
SisOPrey
camera
approves.
and hold him up like the Lion King.
So Carlos says he works nights in the supermarket. Now take that victory pill, everyone. I don't understand the second half, but it's good.
Well, thank you for doing that.
Yes,
because
thank
I
you
get my
for
groceries from the supermarket.
keeping the food supply going. It's quite
Yeah.
important.
That is how I eat, except for the freshly meals.
There was a
Which, by the
time.
way, I had the sausage penne tonight. Mom O'Prey, if you're listening.
I was gonna say there was a time growing up when Dad O'Prey and Mom O'Prey worked in the supermarket,
That's right.
and I kind of
And I did.
did a little bit, and so did you. We all worked.
You didn't do much.
I didn't do much bullshit. I worked in the, you know, counting money.
When did you
upstairs.
do that? I did
That
that.
was at Green Acres.
I don't know. Sounds like
Mhm.
bullshit to me.
Yeah, that sounds BS to me too.
I think you just showed up to Pet Rocky.
Somebody had to keep Rocky busy, or he'd eat people.
And
Rocky
no,
was
You know,
a 200-pound Rottweiler.
funny
Josh,
story. Sorry, go ahead. Go on about Rocky.
no, SisOPrey is not going to pull a Michael Jackson and hold the baby outside the window.
Well, I did have some friends that wanted to come by after he was born, and my window does open all the way, and I'm only on the second floor. And I was like, I
never
guess
mind,
I
Josh
could
Dream.
pull a Michael Jackson and just hold him out the window. This was a conversation a couple months ago, but
Somebody
yeah, I
put
don't
that
think I'll
down
do.
below.
Richie Poole says cases are rising in Arizona. Aw, that's not
It
good.
took a while. I'm sorry that it's happening, but I
They're probably
worked with
rising
someone in
here too.
Arizona, and there wasn't really a problem for a long time.
Yeah, the gateway to the Grand Canyon is wide open. All restaurants, all shops, all bars.
That's cool.
Oh,
I
wow.
was there. That was a nice place. Cast in
And
the Shadows. Qapla says uploading my newest video, Orville Nation. Just finished the live stream on Twitch. Very cool, Cast in the Shadows. John Street says, so SisOPrey isn't going to pull. That you guys already read.
We already got that. I'm
Baby
going to ignore the next comment.
Isn't that bouncing baby boy? Isn't that what you're having?
Yeah, you put them in a bouncer. That's how that works. You strap them into a bouncer and they stay in the bouncer, and that is how
You have a bouncer on the registry?
I think this thing I have here is a bouncer.
Oh, good.
I'm not really sure what it is.
Oh, DJ, did you choose a baby picture to?
That's a future picture. I went forward in time in the TARDIS, got a picture of Baby O'Prey as Baby O'Prey is listening to a bird story.
Wow.
Interesting. That baby don't look too happy though.
No, it doesn't.
I don't see it. Oh, is it in YouTube if I go in there?
It's on
Yeah.
my guitar.
DJ's avatar, and if you're looking at it, oh, you're on your phone, so it's hard. Yeah, if you go to YouTube, the lower right corner.
I'll
is
get there
DJ.
eventually. Ugh.
Thomas says, yeah, it's only because the restaurants opened up, has nothing to do with anything else. And DJ is showing his son. No, Thomas. Michael Garrick says, anyone else remember seeing Rich Evans' little kid picture on Ellen? I don't think I've ever watched Ellen, so no. And John Street says, but Mama Prey said bird bounced when he fell on the floor. Oh, she's saying she didn't say that, but if that did happen, I probably wouldn't remember if she said it or not.
Or that it happened.
Oh, the high chair. The diner.
And that happened at the diner.
Well, we were at, what was it, Arch? We were at the Arch Diner. I was still, you were there.
I must have been like 2 months old.
No,
Yes.
if I was in the high chair. No, you were in mommy's.
I was very young.
You were in mommy's belly.
Yeah.
I was in a high. They were still putting me in a high chair, and the high chair. It wasn't the chair that had high rails. It was a chair that stuck to the side of the table.
No, one of those.
Oh, it was a folding high chair.
I don't even know what that is.
Metal with legs. And why would you put me in a high chair at 2 years old?
You need babies at 2 years old still need high chairs.
I wasn't quite 2. It was closer to 1.5. So they were putting me in this high chair. Anyway, it was a folding high chair. It was at the diner. And I don't know who didn't trust it that they were looking at. All of a sudden, the chair started to collapse under my weight. But Dad O'Prey was out of his seat and grabbed me before I hit the ground.
Wow.
Before the chair folded into me.
All right. Well,
As big as I understand, Dad O'Prey at this time was
Big.
Yeah, 350 plus pounds.
Big guy.
In emergencies, it was like he was just there.
Yeah, he was good about those things.
all right. Well,
He caught Mom O'Prey when she fell down the steps.
I'm gonna get ready to go here.
Take care, number one sci-fi. Thanks for hanging out.
And thank you for having me on.
Bye.
And SisOPrey, good luck with everything.
Tomorrow
Thank you.
morning is another
Yeah,
positivity stream at 8:15.
yeah. Discussing the movie E.T., the Extraterrestrial by Steven
Very
Spielberg from
8:15 a.m. Eastern, guys. Be there.
All right, later.
Bye,
Yeah.
number one.
Now I've been.
And
muted.
Robert Rose Jr. You're talking about the movie with Peter Cushing.
Who has ever seen that Doctor Who movie? I don't know.
I see we got a donation from Momo.
SisOPrey on a scale of 1 to 10, how much of a troublemaker SisOPrey I was as a kid? I don't think he tried to make trouble. I think he required a lot of attention and things to be his way, and opinions to be his way. But I wouldn't say he was a troublemaker. He was not a back down person. I remember, if someone tried to make trouble with him, he would either do something or say something.
Confront always.
Yeah, but you're not
Momo
a
donated
troublemaker.
$1. Said showing love and driving Alexander nuts daily. Hit the like button or Bird will be committed to a nut house.
What are you reading? I don't even have that.
No, that didn't come up for you. It only comes up for me.
Yeah.
It was a donation by Momo.
Mm.
No, I when we were younger, we did not get along so great, right? That's fair to say.
Well, when we were like kids, we fought like kids, I mean, I remember like being in the car with you, and you would be like, the middle of the car is neutral, and since it's neutral, I'm putting my foot there, and then you would just take more than your share, like a jerk.
What? I was bigger.
And then, yeah, all your justifications, and then I just laugh because, like I said, I have this friend she's so concerned because her daughter is 4 and she started hitting, and I'm like, your kids are going to hit each other. Like, she was an only child, so she doesn't understand. Like, they're going to hit each other. They're going to bite each other. They're going to scratch each other. They're going to push each other off their bikes. Like, this is not something that's going to end soon. But yeah. And then I would say, like, early preteen, teenage years, he definitely didn't like my friends.
Your friends are generally losers, so.
You were very mean to me and my friends, and they were very mean to you. It was a bit contentious. And then after high school, it kind of...
One of them threw a bottle at me, a glass bottle.
You were being a dick.
How
Okay.
was I being a dick?
I don't know, but you often were. So you're very condescending to my friends.
That's true. I deserve I don't deny that.
What about that agreement you had him sign in this gatehouse?
Oh. Yeah, I had SisOPrey. What were you going to do? Clean my room, and in exchange, you were going to live in my gatehouse?
Pool house?
Pool house. I do remember.
Something like that. Or I gave you like $50 or my Starcom stuff.
Whatever.
Something. Guest house.
I thought it was cleaning the room, but okay.
This is true.
Well, I did.
I don't really want to live in your basement apartment, but I forget that I am legally entitled to it rent free.
Only if you can find that original paper.
Oh, I'm sure I have it. or
It's
SisOPrey
probably
has
here.
it. SisOPrey has it.
one of the 30 boxes in the basement.
Michael Garrick's
In my basement? Is that what you're in my basement?
In my basement, she said.
My basement.
Bird is a saint. Stop telling lies. Well, I did do you that favor one time. Somebody in high school was annoying you.
That was junior high.
Junior high? I thought it was the quad of Murrow.
When you grabbed the person by the throat?
Yeah.
No, that was the pit of 211.
Oh, the 211 pit was also outdoors. So.
Yep.
Yeah.
He really wasn't bothering me. He called me a bitch.
He called you a B word, yeah.
And I was bothering him, like, intentionally. I was being mean to him. So he was just standing up for himself. But Bird didn't like it and grabbed him by the throat, held him up against the wall. And would you call my sister? And then the home economics teacher was trying to get him to let him go. He just kept like tapping you. Joseph, stop it. Joseph, stop. And you put him down.
Richie Poole says, when does baby SisOPrey arrive? Oh.
Probably June 23rd, because he's going to be a big boy. I'm recapping what was said earlier. And they said I need a C-section because of that. And so it's scheduled for June 23rd. Two things may happen. They may do the growth scan before that and realize that maybe the first one was off and, like too high. And maybe he's not that big, and then we don't have to do a C-section, although that's very unlikely. And or, as they said, quote, big babies often come early. So he may show up on his own any day. But otherwise it'll be, I feel like I'm playing Clue every time I go back there and we try to guess what day it's going to be, how it's going to happen.
Anytime between now and the 24th.
Should be June 23rd in the hospital via C-section.
Michael Garrick says, are you all the same age? Irish twins are the normal kind. No, we're neither. We're 2 years apart. She's 2 years younger. And we're not Irish. But still, Irish twins, we know what he means.
I have two boys that are Irish twins. They're only 11 months apart.
Wow.
Damn.
Wow, 11 months.
I never heard the expression either, but I immediately understood what it was.
I knew, but also like 11 months, like you're not.
There's barely enough time for the body to heal.
Yeah, you have 6 weeks of recovery. So
well,
you're supposed to have 6 weeks of recovery, but not everybody takes a full 6 weeks, I guess.
Ex-Mrs. CCDV couldn't wait.
Wow.
Wow, that's too much information.
It's not twins, John Street. We already checked.
Say it takes about 6 weeks, but everyone's different, and whenever it feels right. I guess if you heal early.
Giggity, giggity, giggity.
Giggity. When I was in Iraq in 2005, my second son was born, and they said, do you want to go on leave right now? And I said, hell no, I want to wait 2 months.
I'd rather stay in the war.
Wow. Maximize your time at home.
Exactly. I mean, I have no idea what you're talking about. Oh, man. Water polo.
Wow.
We got room
How
for
old
one.
are they now?
15 and 16, actually.
Wow.
Yeah. I'm impressed. I just got custody of my 10-year-old daughter. She turns 11 this year.
Congrats.
Yeah, my 19-year-old has graduated high school this year, so I'm really proud of all my kids. It's amazing.
So 4? That's a lot of kids.
Is it though? I've
I
known people with more than 4 kids.
I guess so, but from my perspective, since I'm starting late, it's like I'll have one. Maybe if some twist of fate might make me have 2, but like that's it.
I got started early. I think I was 23.
Well, then
That
that
makes
makes
sense.
sense. Yeah,
No,
you had
no, I was older than that. I was 28 when he was conceived. Okay.
Resolute Germ says, make
Oh.
sure they give you the good drugs for the C-section. No need to do something stupid and not get doped. I don't know how you feel about that, SisOPrey.
You wait. I was away.
All right, see you, Richie Pool.
Take care, Richie. SisOPrey, are you still there? I think SisOPrey got disconnected. We'll see if she gets back. Richie Poole is now picking up Derek, so signing off. Take care, all. Stay safe, SisOPrey. Thank you so much, Richie Poole. Have a great time with Derek.
Say hello to Derek and me.
Mama Pray says say hello to Derek for her. Michael Garrick says, dude, I knew a guy with 10, all with the same woman. Yeah, that used to happen a lot more often. DJ says that movie shows McCoy regenerating into McGarren. Oh, Doctor Who. Doctor Who discussion. By Richie. Admiral Saval, Qapla says, how many girls do you have, Mr. CCDV?
2 girls and 2 boys.
Yeah, very cool. Even split. And welcome, Admiral. And we've got Mando with us. Mando joins us. Qapla Mando.
Hey, Mando.
Hey, CCTV.
Thomas Potts says his grandmother had 7 kids, 6 of them girls. Oh, my. Now, was the 7th a boy and that's when they stopped, or?
That's what I was going to ask.
There's a lot of people in my family who ended up having 3 girls because they were trying for girl and boy, boy and girl. And they got girl, they got girl. I said, okay, we'll try one more time. Got girl the 3rd time, and then they stopped.
I have a friend that has 5, no, I think, maybe 6 or 7 kids, and they're all boys because they kept trying to get a girl, and then they just gave up.
Another friend who tried the same thing ended up with 4 girls. 4 girls, a wife, and a nanny whenever he goes on vacation. A lot of estrogen. Okay. Richie Poole says, will do. Bye, Mama Pray. Very cool. And Jeff Franklin says, Robert Rose, I have a soft spot for the TV movie. The plot needed a lot of work, but I got to see the 7th Doctor again. One of my favorite doctors. Loved McGowan and the role. Loved the console.
Yeah, they redesigned the TARDIS for the American TV movie. So the console looked a lot different than it did in the previous version.
I've still yet to see any real Doctor Who in any length.
We knew
Yeah,
you never would.
But I know. One day.
No, don't say one day. You never will.
That's probably true.
I know. it.
Resolute says 10 kids must be Irish Catholic. It's probably a good guess. At least half right. Thomas Bond says no, the boy was 3rd. Wow. So they kept going. Interesting.
I feel bad for that kid then.
Michael Garrick says, fun fact, female sperm are slower because of the extra weight of the X chromosome. Well, if that's true, then why do females have a slight edge? It's not 50-50. It's like 50.03 compared to 49%.
They nagged their way to the front.
And SisOPrey is back in the chat. Welcome back, SisOPrey.
My phone died. Just died.
Oh,
I've been running so many background apps on my phone. I'm shocked that my phone is still active right now. I don't have it plugged in.
Wow.
I
You know,
um,
I had to sync it up with you know, I have to test my sugar because of the baby and stuff. And there's an app on my phone that'll sync with the monitor and keep it all in a log for me. And ever since I activated that, I think it goes through the Bluetooth and it just eats my battery.
is this a quote from Doctor Who? One day I will come back. Yes, I will come back. Until then, must be no regrets, no tears, no anxieties. Just go forward in all your beliefs and prove to me that I am not the mistaken in mine.
Yes, it's
Yeah.
the end of the first Doctor when he sent his granddaughter to live on Earth.
Ah,
What was her name? I only remember him calling her granddaughter all the time.
Susan was her
Yeah.
name, but he called her
Susan,
granddaughter.
right? Yeah.
Michael Garrick says more males are born, but tend to die more. Plus, women live longer. That makes sense.
Yeah, my
Female
sister
babies tend to not make it more, not
My
male.
sister told me that fact the other day, and she's like, "I'm going to live forever." And I'm like, you live longer than me. You're not immortal."
You said female babies tend to.
Yeah, so they say the population is, or at least was, who knows if it's off now more. I think I learned this like 20 years ago, is about 50-50, but it's 50-50, and often the female babies, not often, but slightly more often, female babies don't make it, and male babies, male adults, go sooner. So the numbers are like equal, but it's not the same population, if that makes sense.
So in
Yeah.
the younger years, there were slightly more boys, and in the older years, there's more women. Oh man! Oh my God!
Yeah,
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
they nagged us to death.
I just watched, guys. Just watched last night. I'm sorry, guys. I had you guys muted. I had to watch the stream last night with DJ.
Yeah, you saw where you were hitting on me. Don't.
You were hitting on DJ.
Yes, he was.
I missed.
Oh my God! Yes, if you guys get 100,000 hits off this video.
Whoa, wait! You were hitting on DJ?
Oh man, I blacked out, dude. I totally blacked out. I can tell you exactly when I blacked out. Man, I was
DJ,
saying
did he
so
post?
much. Oh, dude, CCTV was there. DJ was there. Yeah, I gotta give you guys a button so if that ever happens again, you kick me off.
Then I just could have kicked you at any
They
time.
can kick you off if they need to.
Jedi Bill was entertained by it, so he didn't kick you off.
No, he thought it was
Oh no, it was funny, but it was like embarrassing. It's embarrassing funny, but it was funny.
Yeah, embarrassing for you, but it's funny for the rest of us.
I can't believe I came up with some of those things I said. Oh, it's the mouse. It's the mouse. Reverse Chalocha. Okay, I'm gonna stop. Reverse Chalocha on my mouse. You guys got to watch that. You guys got to watch it. Jedi Knight last night, guys. If you want to laugh or you can't breathe anymore, you got to watch it. Oh. Ooh. Okay, I'm back, guys. I'm sorry. Ugh.
No problem. So Michael Garrick, and this is not for SisOPrey, says, question from the drinkers stream. I guess I mean critical drinkers stream. What's your all's favorite Star Trek episode and or scene and why?
Good, I'll go get myself some water.
Well, I said my favorite episode of all Trek is Trials and Tribulations in DS9 because of how well they insert themselves and respect the original series. It's really like two great episodes in one. Because the Trouble with Tribbles is on one of the best TOS episodes of all time, and they somehow found a way to make it better. When so many times you do episodes like that, and you end up destroying both episodes, they made the original series a great episode. They made it even better. That was my answer. I don't know if anyone else wants to answer the question.
Through a Mirror Darkly from Star Trek Enterprise is my favorite. Just seeing Captain Archer as a real evil bastard was pretty cool.
And Porthos was a Rottweiler.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. I really liked it a lot.
I would have to say mine is A Taste of Armageddon from TOS.
With the white and black aliens.
No, where they go to two planets that are warring with each other through computers.
Oh, right. Okay.
And they have to
Yes.
send people to disintegration chambers.
Yes. They're like, this is civilized warfare. Yeah. And they refuse to report to be exterminated.
Yeah.
You know, I don't have a favorite. I have a couple favorites, but
Pick one.
Q-Who is good, but I also like Death Wish. Death Wish from Voyager was
You
pretty
went
damn
to get
good.
water.
The episode where the drone was a good episode. Voyager,
Okay,
where they
we
had
only need one.
Oh.
You've got three. And the goal is to be finished talking by the time SisOPrey gets back. Anyone else left? Okay. Are you back yet, SisOPrey?
Still getting water.
Okay. Take your time. What else we got? The drunk streams are always embarrassing, says Michael Garrick. Uncle Remus says Doctor Who will change the TARDIS police box to a giant tampon for a female doctor. I don't know about that.
Mr. Lundell's comment's pretty interesting about his favorite episode.
I'll be right there.
Thomas
Thomas-
Potts. I'm sorry. I'll answer it if you don't know. Or do
Sure.
you? You were
I have
watching?
no idea. I watched it, but I don't remember the
Okay.
timestamp.
Jedi Bill 797 hosts Insomniac Soup. It was 9:00 Pacific time last night, but I think he's pushing it back to 11 tonight. So it'd be about one.
I think
1
he means
o'clock
what
Central.
timestamp in last night did LDG propose to DJ Odyssey?
Oh, okay.
Like
The
what
timestamp would be
during the stream?
3 a.m. Central.
No, like 32 minutes in or something.
Oh no, we were like
40 minutes in.
two-
That's what he's asking.
we were like
LDG
2.5
might-
hours in. LDS, you just watched it. What was it? 2.5 hours.
I
in?
didn't actually hear me specifically propose. I think I just said I love you, but I say that to everybody.
I think it was like 2.5 hours in.
You haven't said
I must have missed it. And I actually say, will you marry me?
I don't know.
Well, I don't recall that, but I was laughing at you so much I couldn't.
It was, yeah.
I couldn't listen to the whole thing.
Yeah. So
The Momo
while,
mask was interesting.
while SisOPrey is still getting water, Mr. Lundell says, in the pale moonlight, hands down the greatest Trek episode ever made. A Starfleet officer puts all the bull aside for a little box and does what needs to be done to win a war, and he lives with it. Certainly, In a Pale Moonlight is a very close second of my DS9 favorites, but a very different episode than Trials and Tribulations. Jedi Bill is here.
In the Pale Moonlight reminds me of the episode from TNG with the ambassador that channels all of his negative thoughts and energy into other people. And in the episode, he uses Troy.
Abuses Troy?
No, uses Troy as a receptacle, as he calls it.
Huh.
And then she starts aging really fast and dies.
Okay, that the episode
mother
where
episode.
he starts aging. Yeah, she kind of falls for him, and he uses her, and because he beams on with like an older woman, and it turns out that she really wasn't that old. He just uses their youth somehow. That's one of your favorites? Wow.
Oh, I'm just saying that in the Pale Moonlight, the description he said reminds me of that episode.
Have you never seen In the Pale Moonlight?
No, I haven't watched DS9.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
TNG.
Dude, that was a good episode.
You gotta watch Deep Space Nine. You gotta watch all of it. I don't know what to tell you. You're missing so much. Don't just watch In the Pale Moonlight, though. Start at episode 1 when you
If
get.
I do watch it, I'll definitely start from the beginning. Don't worry.
Start at season 1 when you get a chance.
Episode 1 of DS9 was actually one of the best first episodes of any Trek.
Uncle Remus says Balance of Terror is his favorite.
Is Uncle Remus allowed to use that avatar?
Yeah, he can. This isn't Disney. This isn't Walt Disney.
I'm just curious.
We're not going to lock him in the safe.
No problem, Jedi. Thank you very much. And it must have been really good because I did get 2 subs last night. So
Carlos says SisOPrey can't reach the tap. The baby bump is too big. Well, she's not back yet, so I don't know. Could be. Jeff has not seen any of the first Doctor lately. Jedi Bill says, who knows at this point? Doctor Who? Uncle Remus says, who knows? Oh, whether he can use the avatar. Carlos says, for the uniform was a fantastic episode. Seeing the stress and shame on the hit Cisco. Yes. Another good episode. Jedi Bill says, okay, take off the comment. I was kidding. We don't remove comments. Robert Rose's TOS episode, Court Martial, was a terrific episode. Kirk's career and everything for him was on the line. I remember him being court-martialed, but it's like, why was he being court-martialed? I don't know. It seems like I don't remember the full details. Is that a fixed point?
It's a fixed point now. LDS Pickles just fixed it for us.
Okay, guys, I found it.
You found it.
Yep. I'm going to share it.
oh boy.
Okay.
All right, you ready to listen? Now listen to this exchange closely.
Just for those who can't see it because it's small, what time are you at in the video?
I am at 2 hours, 29 minutes, and 31 seconds into Jedi Bill's live stream last night.
Oh boy.
And this is what LTG said.
Can't hear
I'm not-
anything.
I'm not hearing
Me
anything.
eating.
Hold on.
Okay.
Wait for it.
Oh yeah, TOS episode Court Martial. That was a good one too.
I forgot to share audio on that one. Now I did this time, so it's working now. Here we go.
Oh, buckle up. DJ, I love you, DJ. If there was ever a moment, how do I say this right? I don't know. If there was ever a moment where I might be bisexual, it's you.
Oh,
Wow. Wow.
Yeah, or I could send you my drunken neighbor.
Not exactly a proposal, but yeah, that's something I would say, I guess.
Yep.
So you hit on them, yeah.
Yep.
Like I said, I tell everybody I love them, but yeah, that was good.
That's a little
That
bit
was
more
good.
than I love you, though.
Yeah.
I mean, you're kind of saying above and beyond everybody else. DJ.
I still love you.
That was more like everyone else is great, but I want to. Never mind.
hey, you know, if you can't be honest with yourself.
I'm looking at the reaction out of Thomas and Jeff Franklin.
My
Yeah.
favorite part of that stream last night was when the mouse was running away from LDS Pickles. It's like, the mouse is running away. I can't find it.
Admiral Saval says, I think it was Lieutenant Ben Finnery when he was trying to frame Kirk for his murder. Thank you.
That was Court Martial, I believe.
Thank you, Admiral. Resolute says, Once More Into the Breach is the greatest Trek episode of all time. Algorithmus says, movie history needs to be preserved. Absolutely. I have a copy. Of Song of the South. I mean, it's not the greatest because it was copied from a projector screen, but it's watchable. Thomas is laughing. Jeff says this is just wrong. Valor says, Bird of Prey, I honestly don't like most of DS9. Only characters I liked was Odo, Nog, and Word Cisco. Was too much of a hypocrites. Among other things, Kirk is a much better character. Wow, Valor. I don't know what to say. Hypocrite. I think Cisco is one of the best captains. If I had to pick a captain to serve under, it would be really close between Kirk and Cisco. Really close. Miss Londell says, okay, LDG ain't got no business drinking anything stronger than water. Hey, if he wants to, you know, whatever floats his boat.
Yeah, that pseudo proposal was probably just one glass of whiskey.
Yeah, booze is not your friend, LDG, says Resolute. SisOPrey, can you hear us? I don't know. She seems to have gone quiet.
I'm here.
Oh, you're here. Okay.
Yeah. I can hear you.
Oh,
I've been back
you were
for a
able
little
to.
while.
You were able to get the water.
Yeah.
Okay, because there was the theory that your belly was too big to reach the water.
I do have to stand a little sideways when I do everything. So there's that. It's mostly at the bathroom sink because of belly level. Yeah. I
Gotcha.
have to bend forward. Yeah. And with his belly. And then, of course, when I went to the ultrasound today, I Ubered, and it was what are those cars? Yukons? Yukon somethings, the big ones.
EMC Yukon, a big truck.
Yeah, both times. So I
Nice.
had to climb. Yeah, but I have to climb in and out of it. So when they pick me up here, they can pull over on the street where the doctor is. Like they just kind of have to stop in the middle of the street. People had to wait for me to get
Do
out.
the Uber drivers like look at you funny? Like, are you sure you're not going to go into labor while I'm driving?
I did assure one once that I was not in labor, but that time was of the essence, and the have not said anything yet.
Listen, we really need to go to the hospital, but I'm not in labor.
That's what happened. It was when my blood pressure was up. I called him because he was going the wrong way. So like he wasn't here yet, and he was going. I don't know where he was going, but he was going up towards the Bronx or something. And I left a message, and I was like,
Who'd we
Hey.
lose? DJ? DJ, if you can still hear me, hope all's well. If you're leaving, have a good night. Otherwise, we'll see you in a little bit.
and said he was jumping out. He'll be listening.
Oh, he
Hi,
did say
DJ.
he didn't show up yet. Okay.
Yeah, so that's it. I just called him, and I'm like, look, if you're not coming, just let me know now so I can cancel, because I am pregnant and I have to get to the doctor. It's not labor, but I do need to get there. And he's like, no, it routed me. I'm like, I don't think it routed him that way, but whatever. He showed up 10 minutes later, so it all worked out. I did get 2 free onion rings today through the power of the belly.
The power of the belly resulted in free onion rings.
Yes. You just ask people for things, and they don't want to say no to you. They feel good about saying yes, actually. So I got a hamburger, and I wanted 2 onion rings on it. And I didn't see that on Seamless as an option, but it was across the street from the doctor's office. So it was like a counter. It was like a walk-up. And I was like, can I have a number 1, but can you put 2 onion rings on it? Is that possible?
You should
And
do
she
it
was
after
like,
the pregnancy. Just stick
I'll
a pillow.
just do it.
After the pregnancy, stick a pillow under your shirt and just continue after.
Yeah, I mean, it's a shame because of the pandemic. I feel like I should have been able to use it more.
You're owed 3 more months of pregnancy.
Timing is hurting your abusive power over
Yeah,
over being pregnant.
it's my right. It's the benefit. There are some discomforts to being pregnant, and then there's the upside. And I have not gotten to use the upside as much.
And
I think all I got.
The last 3 months have been the ideal time to use that too.
Yeah. I did get a private furniture shopping experience because I was peeking in the window. And so they were supposed to be closed, but they just came and opened the door for me and let me pick out what I wanted and then delivered it, which was very nice. I mean, I think they were just happy to sell furniture too, but yeah, that's really it. It's the onion rings and the furniture.
Well, guys, I think we're going to call it a night here. If that's okay with you, SisOPrey.
Yeah, I'm ready. It's bedtime.
Yeah, it's I know it's still early for many, but it's late for me.
Yeah, it's 9:15 here.
Yeah, well, that's usually around my bedtime. I had a late start tonight because Anti-Trekker had to stream during my normal time, so pushed me back, which is fine. It was good to get a few different people in here, people who aren't always available at 4 p.m. But thank you all for hanging out with me. Everybody in the chat, everybody on the panel. SisOPrey, thank you for coming on.
Thanks for having me.
You are welcome. And nobody really
SisOPrey,
has
it was nice
anything
meeting you.
too
You too.
embarrassing. Mama Pray says good night to you, SisOPrey.
Good night.
Thanks for having me on, Bird of Prey. I
You
appreciate it.
are very, very welcome. Anytime.
All right, I'll see you around if you end up
Anybody
waking
want
up
to plug
later
their
on.
channels before you go? I keep forgetting.
Oh, well, thank you. Yeah, Mr. CCDV. I do pop culture reviews, mostly books, but also TV shows. I'm doing Space Force right now. I'm also still narrating my memoirs from my service. And that's about it. I intend to write scripts for other things, but I just haven't gotten around to it yet. I'm a very lazy man.
You know what? I don't believe that, success comes from hard work.
Well, when I get successful, I'll agree with you.
It's just something people say to get you to work harder.
It sometimes works too.
Everything's relative.
All right. Thanks again for having me on. I appreciate it.
You are welcome.
All right. Bye.
Mando?
Yeah, I actually have a video going on right now, and I got another video on my second channel called Cast in the Shadows. Should be up in about 90 minutes. So we just covered the PS5 event earlier today, so I'm uploading it to YouTube now because we were live on Twitch before I popped up here.
Very cool.
I do all sorts of gameplay videos on my main channel, Mando Merc, and Cast in Shadows is more like gaming news and review stuff and discussions and stuff that doesn't have gameplay and only gameplay.
Very cool. And I put in a reminder to everybody to sub to DJ Odyssey, who was on with us for a long time. We want to get him to 500 subs before the 4th of July. So he will attempt a long live stream, although not too long that Mama Pray gets scared for his health, but long so it's still fun. And LDS Pickles, aka LDG Pixels, if you're done fawning over DJ, would you like to plug your channel?
You know, I think I got enough plug for today.
You plugged enough guys today? Is that
I've been plugged enough times today. I think I'm good. Everybody knows who I am. If you have any issues, LDG Pixels, any computer issues, computer questions, be glad to help. Yeah, appreciate it. Thank you for having me on today, Bird. And had fun on some CNC earlier today. So love to do that again anytime.
Our asses, but that's
the second time.
It's fine. That's fine. Okay, guys, have a good night, all.
Night.
Oh, SisOPrey, is there anything you want to?
No, bedtime.
Yeah,
very long goodbyes.
Okay.
3 hours. Hey, we're still saying goodbye.
Yeah.
All right. I'm hanging up now.
Yeah.
Take care, SisOPrey.
Night, everybody.
Night.